This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from London, England, a European champion and a heavyweight champion of the world, Frank Bruno. Fighting out of the blue corner, hailing from Zhou, China, introducing the Big Bang, Zhilei.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You can hear everything. Can you imagine being a fighter walking into this? We're going to see that any minute now.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Don't get caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
Speed generates power. Timing is everything. If you've got speed, you can pop, knock anybody out. You've just got to hit them in the right spot.
He threw the hook, didn't land. The face is telling the story from that jab. They exchange punches. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You'd like to see more jabs. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Missing with the hook. A perfect counter lands. Insane action. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. You, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Stay focused. Don't. And then we'll go again. You've been coasting for this entire fight. Relax now. I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot. I want you to go back out there and take his confidence away. Go out, and in the first minute, stick him in the end of your jab, and then start gathering your pace and get your momentum.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a massive heavyweight like this, you can't go toe-to-toe. You got to stick and move and use angles.
You've got to Gotta be like Oliver Twist, be a pickpocket, in and out, don't stand there and be so obvious.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. The positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. And they figure out the combination to this save.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. Straight right just misses. Those counter punches have to hurt. Counter punching. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Nice counter. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Perfect counter lands. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Lose the match. You gotta get out there, switch on, and get.
Yes, I like that round. Good round, you feel good? Good man, good man.
You got complacent. This fight's not over yet. You gotta go for the pair.
Just keep him on the end of that jab. You're getting your timing already.
Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about that round. Let's just get out there and let's reset. Forget about the round. It was a bad round, but we don't care. Let's go out there and win the next one.
Those 1-2s straight down the middle. You can't miss him. Great work.
You gotta get out there and switch on. Get your boxing back together.
On to the third. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Oh, big Frank Bruno just got belted. Bruno's a veteran, though. He knows how to survive.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
He blocks that jab. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Bruno not answering back. And now finally Bruno waking up from that nap.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
threw a punch and just got countered. When are we going to see a jab from these two? So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so easy.
Be smart, get your shots up.
Nice round, good round. I like that, I'm happy. You were thinking,
Only one round that you lost, don't worry about it. Get your mind back on.
don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the end.
Way better than that guy. You've let him back into the fight. You're not even in the same league as him. Come on, switch on.
Here we go to the fourth round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Looking to land the hook. Which fighter will say no mas? Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. May we continue.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This is the biggest moment of his life. Can he seize it? Can he take control and put Frank Bruno out? Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it, as they were dropped twice in the last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
Better than that guy. You're much
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work.
Relax now, I don't want to get him.
Put him back in his place. You're switching up.
But you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
Here's the bell to start round 5. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
He blocks that jab. So much for boxing. This is a fight. The straight right just misses. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Got out of the way of that right hook. The straight right just misses. You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Misses with the straight left. Good defense stopping that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. Feel good?
You were thinking, and breathe when you're stepping about, all right? Good.
But don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the...
Terrible round that was. Come on. You let him back into the fight.
Let's start the 6th. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Beautiful counter shot. Throws the uppercut, but misses. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass? Hold that thought! It looks like he's gonna do it. He's gonna beat Bruno. Do you believe this? deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare.
Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
I've got to see that again.
You saw it here live, a knockout win. Congratulations.
Accuracy, power, punch perfect. That must hurt.